Hello, everybody. I'm back. I know I haven't made a video in a long time. I've been having some difficulties actually making my videos, and I'm not sure if it's my phone but I believe it is my phone. But I'm back, and I'm just here to let you know that the 2020 vision is about clarity, as you already know. 2020 is the best vision you could get, and we going into the year 2020. So we got to make sure that our vision is clear and that we know what we're doing for ourselves. We don't want to continue in the same cycles, the same patterns that we've been doing for so many years. There comes a point when you get tired of being sick and tired, and you have to start doing things differently, and you need clarity in your life. We as a people, as a collective, we need a lot of healing. The earth needs to be healed. We need to be healed individually for that to happen. And what we need to start doing is focusing on things that really matter, tuning into ourselves, finding out what exactly is it that I need in order to grow, to be the best version of myself. That's important. What is needed for me to be the best version of myself? Because life is about being your best. We're not supposed to be here simply just to live and survive. No, we're here to live and be happy. It is our birthright to be happy, to be our happiest. So, once we actually get that established in our mind and become cognizant of the fact that, we are here to shine, to elevate consciousness, then we can actually proceed to the next level and start working on ourselves, doing the inner work. And 2020 is a new year, but it's a new year that's going to be different from all the rest of the years that you ever had before. Because this time it's about tuning in, learning who you are, self acceptance, self awareness, of course, self love. Self love is definitely going to have to be like number one because that's what's going to get you to self awareness, self acceptance, and self care. If you don't have the love for yourself, then you're not going to get to any of those other places. That is extremely needed in order for you to thrive and to be nourished. So, this new year, it has to bring about a change in us. It has to bring about a change because we've been going about this routine, we've been going about things the same way for years. And it hasn't brought us any sort of liberation. It hasn't brought us any sort of genuine, real happiness that lasts. It hasn't. And it hasn't brought us any clarity of mind. And what has been is distracted from ourselves time and time again. So, like I said, the 2020 year, new year, which is in a couple of days, is basically about that 2020 vision. Things have to get clearer, guys. Things have to get clearer for us to move through our obstacles, through our pain, through our hurt, through our misery. We have to heal. And we have to be real with ourselves first and knowing that we do have to heal. All of us do. All of us have some sort of drama or trauma, something that has happened, things that we are holding on to that we need to understand. Why are we holding on to it? Why are we so gun ho on keeping certain people in our lives even though it's damaging us? Why are we being so happy with the illusions and actually knowing it's illusions, but trying to trick our mind from accepting that fact? Why? We have to get real with ourselves and say, listen, it's time to make a change. It's time to gain some clarity into my life. It's time for me to move forward. It's time for me to embrace change. It's time for me to be my best self. It's time for me to be in competition with just me. It's time for me to be better than I was last year. Self improvement, being better, spreading love and joy. And that's what's going to happen when you do focus on what really matters, and that's yourself. So I'm hoping that, many of us are gearing our minds in the right direction to get ready for this 2020 challenge, because healing is a challenge, but it's an ongoing process. And when we all know what we have to do and we're going through it together, it makes the process so much easier because you're not alone. Everyone needs to focus within on themselves and make sure that they do the necessary things to elevate themselves and to be better. That's what it's about. And that's where we need to focus our attention, is on ourselves and being better. Once we do that, it's going to alleviate a whole lot of things. We're going to start looking at things different. We're going to gain a new perspective on life, on ourselves, on our capabilities, on just things in general. A lot of things that we notice that we've been doing for so long, it's not going to mean anything anymore. It's going to be senseless. It's going to be senseless. You're going to look at it as, like, wow, like I really took time out and made this my concern for so long. I've made this a part of my interest for so long, and you're going to start seeing the things that truly matter, and it's going to simplify your life, because by doing that, a lot of times we don't know that we've been putting a lot on ourselves unnecessarily and not really noticing that at all, suffering and going through it over foolishness, over things that really don't have, that's really not even going to uplift us or help us. So if we want to outer change and we want things to, our relationships to change, our job status to change, our purpose to change, our environment to change, our outlook on life to change, we have to change. You can't expect change without you changing. So if you want a different experience in your life, in your outer life, you have to change your inner self. You can't get around it. You cannot get around it. So that's what the 2020 vision is all about. Clarity, focusing on what matters and doing the inner work. And we can all do it together. We are very powerful. I'll talk to y'all later.